okay. Off the mic is okay. She off the mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, and in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make you shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come,
I love that music, trust me. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You are welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Politico. And good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. And thank you so much for joining me. Share the broadcast. Right. Tell them Maiyegun is live. Those who can join us, let them join. Invite them, your friends and not so friendly friends. Tell them Maiyegun is live. And also, Whatever they try to, however they try to spin it, tell them Igboho has no case.
Ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining me once again. And I advise, if you are watching me on YouTube, before you settle down into this, right, take a minute, right, give me that thumb up under that video. And then if you are yet to subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, you've been seeing my video everywhere, right? Yes, I've always been around, and you have not really subscribed. I think we can do that for a second before we continue as well. It is good news to start with, right? Good, bad, ugly. But the good part of it is for those who love freedom. Let's take a moment.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ani esunraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. To start with, the case of Oloye Sunday Igboho's arrest in Cotonou, Benin Republic, was because Nigeria government put his name on the top list of the most wanted people in Nigeria for committing no crime. So because of this, normally, when you do that, if they put my name on the most wanted lists, right, I will be stopped in any part of the world. But you see, Nigeria is becoming a joke, a complete joke. If not, Nigeria declared somebody who committed no crime. They declared him wanted, while the terrorists who are so entrenched and so relaxed in northern Nigeria continue to shoot down plane, fighter jets from the sky. They continue to go into different communities, schools. They are killing, kidnapping. They continue to murder and massacre the Nigerian forces. Yet, these guys were so bold that they elected the governor. They appointed their own mobile court. They appointed their own judicial system, their own policing system in Borno State. And not a single time or any single of them is declared wanted by Nigerian government. So they declared Igboho wanted in Nigeria, and they put his name on the top list of the most wanted people in Nigeria. That was why they stopped him in Benin Republic. You heard that news? That story of him being caught with Beninois passport is not true. You see, every day we are going to be getting to the root of this whole thing, those behind it, the plot, including those who orchestrated his arrest in Benin Republic, right? We're going to get to that. You remember they told us then that he was chained to the ground. Yeah, chained to the floor. And they were torturing him, grilling him. That was what the media in Nigeria kept reporting, as, you know, expected. But that came back to be a lie. It was never chained. It was never beaten. It was pretty much with the police, which is expected. When they say you are wanted, the police will hold you. Hello. That torture part is a lie. Oloye Sunday Igboho is fine. When Oloye Sunday Igboho was traveling, on the advice of those who said, it is better to be alive to fight than to be dead and be remembered, or people be imagining what you could have done if you were to be alive. When they set him up at his house, that led to the death of two people, innocent people. What they expected, in fact, what they were told was that if they go to his house, he has an army, ready-made army, who are ready to defend him with their lives. They know that these guys live in that compound. They know that. So they expected gunfire, exchange, and all that. So that in the process, these criminals who came in the middle of the night to effect an assassination attempt on Oloye Sunday Igboho, right? So during the gunfire, let's say the people who are trying to protect Oloye Sunday Igboho killed few of them, because it is possible. You can't say you found that number of guns inside Sunday Igboho's house and no single person from those who went there to assassinate him, no single person received any gunshot wound, but yet they display guns that they packed from their storage for their media. This is the guns we found in his house, yet no single shot was fired at them because nobody was fighting them. And that brave decision to hold back by Sunday Igboho and his team in his house, right, is the saving grace that has now won more hearts for Sunday Igboho and every Yoruba nation agitator today. I told you, the people that will make the Yoruba nation possible are the Fulani terrorists in government who are sponsoring insurgents, calling terrorist bandits. Now, what happened? When Sunday Igboho did not kill anybody, that is not an evidence to say he should be declared wanted on the first hand. There is no court judgment or court order that demanded that the police should arrest him. None. So, he was meant to be killed and he was running away for his life. He wasn't planning to fight any government. But you know what? The terrorists are much, much kind of, powerful when you have no guns to fight them. On the advice of the people, Igboho should leave. And his wife, a German, Mrs. Rockwell Adeyemo, who happens to be a German. The Oloye Sunday Igboho was carrying a Nigerian passport. Don't ask me, how did he get it? He has a Nigerian passport with him. His wife was carrying a German passport. And when they were stopped, the reason why they were stopped was because they put their names on the wanted list. And they have to stop him. But Benin Republic may be a small country to so many people, but they are not really small. They are bigger than the crippled giant called Nigeria. You know what happened? They followed the law. The law says if somebody is declared wanted, they want to know why. But they know why. Because, as I have been told, 1/3 of the population of Benin Republic is made up of Yoruba people, right? Which means they are in commerce, they are in their politics, they are in everything of their leadership in Benin Republic. They know what is going on too. But yet, they were ready to follow the law. So they stopped Sunday Igboho, they stopped his wife. For them to say, oh, now that we have followed the law that says he is wanted, we want them to bring the evidence of what he has done. We want them to bring the evidence of the crime he's committed before we can then say, yes, we'll send him back. Are you following me? So for that 24 hours, they set up a court for them, which means Mrs. Rockwell Adeyemo, a German wife to a Nigerian German wife to Oloye Sunday Igboho, has no case to answer. It is pretty much the Fulanis flexing the muzzle of the federal might that they have now, which they believe they can use to suppress anyone that disagrees with their subjugation campaign, the murderous campaign of land grabbing. Now, what did Benin Republic do? They now contacted Nigeria. Okay, we have arrested somebody and he is carrying Nigerian and German passports, the two of them. So he has committed no crime in Benin Republic. He has done nothing against the law of Benin Republic. He is just in transit through Benin Republic. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in transit in Kenya. So he's committed no crime, he's done nothing. But we have no agreement, extradition agreement with Nigeria. Now, you remember Buratai the Butcher. Buratai the Butcher is the ambassador to Benin Republic, Nigeria ambassador, the former killer who murdered over 1,000 Shiites. The same guy who supervised the killings of the NSAS protesters in Lagos, right? The same guy who ordered the killings, the massacre of the Igbo people, the Biafrans. And so far, so good. This is a guy with so much blood on his hand. And he's been indicted as well. He is already wanted for crimes against humanity. Very soon, that ambassadorship appointment Bukwari gave him will lapse. And he himself will end up in The Hague. Wait for it. So they contacted Buratai the butcher, the were, the illiterate. You know what he did? He contacted Abuja to bring helicopter. When they told him that we are taking him to court tomorrow. And from what we have, there's no case against his partner, his wife. And we're going to let her go. But we're not just going to let her go. We are going to do so through the court. But as for him, we are going to hold him for a few more days. And we want you to come up with the evidence that Sunday Igboho committed crimes in Nigeria and he is on the run from his crime. We want you to come with evidence. As if to say Benin Republic no get the evidence that there's nothing. He did nothing. Are you following? So when they arrived in court yesterday, yeah, they let Mrs. Rocco Adeyemo go. Now, Nigeria, the person you said you are looking for, we have him. Now, we want you to bring the evidence to our court. Rather than bring evidence, now helicopter, Buratai ordered for, because they thought once they go to the court, like in Nigeria, they will just say, Nigeria, oh yeah, take him away. Illiterate in government. Malamu, Malamu, your attorney general, that illiterate, yeah, approved an helicopter from Nigeria to go and bring Sunday Igboho from Benin Republic. No evidence, no document, no nothing. When they got to court today, they said, okay, where are the evidence that this guy is a terrorist? He committed any crime in Nigeria and you want us to give him back to you? They said, we have a case against him in Nigeria. They said, what is the case? The case is that we are charging him for gun running. He has so many guns. So that's why we are looking for him. And he is also telling people to break up from Nigeria, causing different kind of public disobedience, public disorder. They say, okay, that's not an evidence to declare somebody wanted. As you are talking about him having many guns, right? We have evidence here that the guns are not from his house. As you are talking about him causing public disruption in Nigeria, we have evidence here that he is asking for self-determination in Nigeria. And in fact, he is not the leader of the Yoruba Nation campaign. How come he is wanted? You are not telling us something. We want you to go back. Oh, we'll give you till Monday. Because as it is now, yes, we will not let him just go. We are going to have to give him bail. We cannot just keep him. We can't keep an innocent man. I am telling you this because this is what you should know that is really happening in a layman understanding. I don't want to be quoting section this, section that. I don't want to be quoting this word for word. All those things are just pure distraction. We're going to give you till Monday. He is a terrorist, most wanted man in Nigeria. We want to know why. If you don't give us the evidence, then we will have to give him bail. But he has to remain in Benin Republic. Now, if you don't bring that evidence within 20 days, yeah, then he has the right to appeal for approval to continue his journey. And we will approve it for him. If you guys don't know what you want to put together and accuse him of, please do it now. Now, you know what they are doing? They are back in Nigeria. And this is how they are going to fail as well, okay? You know, these guys are so criminally minded, right? That because the Shiites, they were protesting, right? And during the protest in Zaria in 2015, during the protest, they said they blocked the road. And during that time, Buratai the butcher was coming. He was newly appointed chief of army staff under Boko Haram, right? So his convoy was coming and he was approaching the protesters who happened to be the Shiites, right? So when he got there, they protested of harassment, this, that, and all of that. However, Buratai the butcher came out of his car, and somebody from his team, they now put up a camera to record that he came out and he was addressing them. And they were there with him talking and all of that. He recorded that, right? And he went back into his car and he drove off. Nothing happened though. 30 minutes later, they called the military soldiers from Giwa Barracks in Kaduna, from Kaduna Barracks in Zaria. They called them that they should go to that Zaria road where the Shiites are doing their procession, right? And they should kill anything that moves. You won't believe it, Abi. It actually happened. You know what they did? When the military got there, the Shiite children, women, aged, men, boys, little kids there. When the soldiers got there, you know what they did? They started taking position. Like somebody was saying, hey, attention! Hey, cock your gun! Bend down! And all of that nonsense. Honestly speaking, the video is on the internet. Right? They positioned themselves. When the people saw them, they were shocked. Like, why is the military attack? Why? What is going on? Right? They started running. As they were running, the military just opened fire. Fire! So as they were running, some of them were picking up stones. They were throwing stones. Oh boy, they killed over 1,400 human beings that day. Some people ran into, you know what they did? They went into their communities where they came out from in that Kaduna. The soldiers in Nigeria, they went into their different communities, into farms, into churches. They were massacring them. They were killing them, right? And because Rufaya, Kaduna Littlefinger, was the new governor of Kaduna, in collaboration with them, they buried the bodies. And that was how they arrested the Shiite leader, El-Zakzaky. You know the excuse they gave? They said they were trying to prevent another set of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Because it was the era of change. People ignored that. When the Amnesty International picked up the case, Nigerian army first denied. Then they said, no, we did not kill 1,400. We only killed, so it was only about 400 casualties. And it was because they were shooting guns at them, fighting the soldiers. What started the whole thing in the first place? Why bring out guns and kill them? That was the first time. Then they arrested El-Zakzaky and his wife. They beat him. The image is on the social media. I can't share it with you now. They beat him to the point that they nearly blinded. They blinded him. And since 2015, El-Zakzaky has been in detention of the DSS under Boko Haram. He has been given 4 different court judgments to be freed. They refused to free him. The second person they went after was Tucano. On the day they called the Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, they called it Show of Force in eastern Nigeria because they wanted to prevent the IPOB from becoming another Boko Haram. Because they are change agents, people agreed with them. So they started the onslaughts. They started killing them. Taking their bodies away. They started burying the news. I'm talking about from 2016. Then they kidnapped Tucano. The trial went on until that day in September when they attacked his home to assassinate him too, like Oluye Sunday Igboho. Guess what? Many of these Buhari idiots, they justified it. It is better to prevent IPOB from becoming Boko Haram. Then they went after Omoyele Sowore. They said, #revolution now is enough to overthrow government. Therefore, Omoyele Sowore must be charged for treasonable felony for asking Nigerians to come out and challenge this murderous government that has destroyed every fabric of that system of that country. Divided them more. Guess what? The Buhari idiots, the articulated morons, the articulated looters, and so on and so forth. They said he deserved it. He should be killed. Because they were not Omoyele Sowore's fans. Then they went after the youth, who seems to be apolitical. They are not in any way associated with any political parties. They were asking the government to please stop police brutality, police harassment of young people, young successful people being harassed by the police system that should keep them safe. And if they commit any crime, they should let them face the charges, not to extort them, not to kill them when they fail to pay extortion. The youth came out. They were very successful. They were very organized. They caught the attention of the world. The whole world was interested in Nigeria. It was like a national rebirth, an opportunity for these murderous criminals to at least atone for their sins, for their blooded jihadist mind. Do you know what they did? They unleashed the military on them. And they killed and killed and killed until they are tired of killing, until the children, until the youth have to run for their lives. You know, they didn't stop there. They declared many of them wanted. They put them on the red alert at the same time. They blocked their bank account. They did a lot. Many of them ended up in jail. Many dead. Over 200 killed for asking the government to just take a heed. Listen to us. Some people justified it. They said they deserved it because they were not NSAS protesters. Then I said, if you are very smart, like many of these people would love to claim, the injustice in Nigeria is democratized. Everybody is going to get a share, but you're going to get it differently. Directly from Boko Haram is even better because the whole world can know what they are doing to you. But getting it from those, their misguided brothers, is like a damnation that nobody should wish on anyone, even if you don't like them. Why they are going after people who were standing up against every injustice they are suffering under this criminal government, we didn't know that they were subsidizing and at the same time they were, building different branches of different terrorists. Then bandits came, Fulani herdsmen came, Boko Haram became ISWAP 1, Boko Haram 2. They now pledge allegiance to ISIL. Right before our eyes, they did the collaboration and harmonization where all the terrorists in northern Nigeria are now united to the point that they now believe that they can do better. They have the capacity to shut down a fighter jet from the sky, my brothers and sisters. Yet, those who never killed anyone are declared wanted. Until they came for Sunday Igboho. When they came for Sunday Igboho, some people now realize that, so we were not actually spared. It was actually a turn-by-turn Nigeria Limited. They have no case against him. They have no case against Tucano. But for the sake of the ego of the breeding lifeless, that lifeless mannequin, Boko Haram, they want to keep them in cage. That is something that massages the ego of a tyrant. But guess what? It won't be for long. Because I caught up with something earlier, and I want to share that with you. An Emir too, who should be a Fulani, had this to say to the murderous Fulani terrorists, I'm coming back.
Mumuku maraba to ina son tambaye ku mu kan musulmi ne, ku kuma da kuka so yan uwanmu musulmi ne ko ku ba musulmai ba, dole ku bada wannan amsa daya. In ku musulmai ne to ku zauna daji ku zo kuna daukan mu daya sai mun bada kuɗi ku daina, don wannan Allah bai yarda da shi ba. In kuma ku ba musulmai bane ku gaya mana, mun yi fada da kafiran da za mu yi da na yanzu. Don haka duk wani bawa a kasar nan daga yau ya kirga na bashi kwana 30. Idan an shi gaba da zuwa gari a kama mu a kashe, ku kuma ba ku fito kuka saya kuka fada da wanda wannan yake yi ba, to mu kuma za mu zalayi. Duk inda muka sami bororo za mu kashe shi. Ba za mu tambayi sunansa ba, ba za mu tambayi abin da ya kawo shi ba, ba za mu tambayi inda yake ba. In za mu kare, amma gaskiya dole fita. Bara yadda za a yi wani shege ya zauna daji ya ɗauki matanmu ya zo ya zina da shi, to ku kuma mutanen gari sun kani iware duka ku ji. An sami hakimi guda mahango guda yana hada baki da barayi, kuna ganin wayan sanda suka bashi beli sannan ya koma garin ku kuna hauka ne? To daga yau ku ji, duk wanda aka kama shi a gari yana hada baki da yan fashi, to za mu kashe uwansa, za mu kashe ubansa, za mu kashe kaninsa, za mu kashe bansa. Kuma yan sanda ku ji, mun yadda ku yan sandan Najeriya ne, za mu ku daraja muku, amma da muka gani dan sanda ya kama kidnapper ya sake shi, mu kuma za mu a non-gunmen na yiwo. Ba yadda za a yi mu zauna ba za mu yi bacci a gidajenmu ba, talashin da muke ciki ya ishe mu, ba za mu bari wani kuma ya kara ba. Don haka zan kara, bororo ardo dukkan ku mun san kun san wayanda suke yin abin nan, ko ku haɗu ku yi maganin abin nan ko kuwa mu kuma za mu nemi magani. Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Idan aka sake kama wani za mu shiga dajin nan.
Everyone is tired. When the time is near, they will all confess. So yeah, some of these who believe that they are also victims and they can no longer pretend. Once everybody gets his own share, right? We all meet up, at the trenches. So here we go. We also received the news today. It is not just about the good news on the progress of Oloye Sunday Igboho's case. There's also a good news on our brothers and sisters that they have kept in the DSS custody. Underground cell, they said they kept them, right? They have already sued Boko, sued the federal government, sued the DSS, okay? Meanwhile, the DSS was to take them to court today. And I have to say a big thank you to my Mr. President, Omoyele Sowore. I believe he's likely to be watching us as well. He was there today to show solidarity and support since they have already confined him. This same criminal government confined Omoyele Sowore to Abuja. He can't even visit Nasarawa, the very close state, to Abuja. With that, they will all lean back into their DSS custody where they will start torturing him again. They've attempted to kill him many times. Just despite being under the protection of the same government that restricted his movement to Abuja, but it was in Abuja High Court, Federal High Court, where our brothers and sisters were to be, to be brought in, and whatever case that DSS has against them, should be brought before a judge. Guess what? They couldn't bring them up. They just wanted something from the court to keep them there so that they can use them as the reason why they are still looking for Sunday Igboho. But let us also be grateful and thankful to the team put together by the Ilana Omo Odua, led by our own Baba, Professor Banji Akintoye, right? So they have done so well in the last, 48 hours. Let's be honest. Many people thought once this old armor comes, falling, when Boko comes roaring, that the Yorubas are going to run for cover and they are going to sacrifice their children for this ravaging murderous Fulani, Megad. But that didn't happen. And don't let us underplay what they have done. Sincerely speaking, don't let us underplay it. There are many, many Yoruba sons and daughters from all over the world who have taken it upon themselves to continue to reach out to the government, not just to the government or to the people of Benin Republic. They continue to reach out directly to the government of Benin Republic on behalf of Sunday Igboho. You cannot underestimate what they have done. The pressure in the last 72 hours on the government of Benin Republic alone has shown that Sunday Igboho is not just an ordinary person. Look at how it has all come out to be. So let us be thankful, grateful to this team. They didn't just put up the legal team in Nigeria. They put up a very formidable legal team with standard international law experience and diplomatic experience as well. Trust me, they have done us all proud. And let us be proud and be happy and thankful as well. Because, they gave the same legal representation to all our brothers and sisters, whoever came under attack, under the rabid dogs of Boko, the ones that he always unleash, while he hide inside the asshole rock. Are you with me? So, in court today, they couldn't bring them to court because they have no case against them. The guns and everything they said they paraded there, they were not from Sunday Igboho, except for those other documents that have been confirmed to have been taken from his house. All those guns, all those bullets, trust me, those bullets and those guns won't be in that house that day. And if people have really responded, trust, it would have been more than this. They will need more than a team to take down that army in that house. If genuinely all those bullets, all those guns were packed in that house, trust me. But because they have no evidence, they were not after those people. They are only after Sunday Igboho to kill. And once they have their hand on Sunday Igboho, they are willing to let everybody go, no case. But no, there's a legal representation for our people there, right? And the lawyers showed up. But the DSS, they couldn't bring up our brothers and our sister to the court. Now, the court has given them until 29th of January, on 29th of July, next week, to bring all of them to court, because their lawyer can then push for their bail application. You see, Ilanomo Udua put together a team that, secured the bail of our brothers and sisters that were arrested in Lagos State, 49 of them, just about a week ago, remember? Right? That is something to tell you that if you see anybody holding any flag in anywhere or holding any banner or anything at all that has to do with Yoruba nation, he is not alone. If you hold that flag, trust me, you are not alone. Let them touch you. We don't want them to kill anybody in a way. But if they continue to do this, the ones they did in Sunday Igboho's house, 2 people killed, Boko is going to end up in jail. If he dies, well, he will be lucky. Maybe he will be convicted for committing the murders he's committed so far, when he is in his grave. But trust me, they are not going to get away with it. If he's crippled, if he's disabled, as demented as he is, right? Whatever is, they will use the wheelbarrow, pack him inside one bag, and we'll hand him over to the Hague when that time comes, right? Because you know what? The Yorubas didn't just go to their court in Nigeria. You know what we did? When they killed 2 people inside Sunday Igboho's house, we reported them to the people who deal with criminals who hijack power in any part of the world. You take them to the criminal court, international criminal court, where when they are convicted, they will be far, far, far away from the place they once ruled as a king. And that's what we did to Boko Haram. That is another thing that they are still coming back to answer to, including Buratai the butcher, the current one they have placed in Benin Republic, to be what? To be helping them to catch any Yoruba that is trying to escape from these murderous criminals. Now we know that they don't have any extradition agreement with Benin Republic. It keeps getting interesting. Normally, they will need to prove it in Benin Republic court that Benin Republic should give Sunday Igboho back to them. So that's why when they went to the court today, you know what they went with? They went with helicopter. They thought they were just going to give them Sunday Igboho and they will put him in helicopter. They will put him in handcuffs. They will show him in Abuja and say, yeah, we have captured the leader of Yoruba nation. Sunday Igboho is not the leader of a Yoruba nation. He is not. And that's one of the misinformation that these morons are going to use, that they want to use to extradite him to Nigeria. Now, Benin Republic no give extradition arrangement. There is no record that Sunday Igboho committed any crime or any violence anywhere it's ever been seen. He has been welcomed by multitude of Yorubas. So it will take the Fulani jihadists more than those lies they are telling you in Nigeria to get him back and present him as a trophy. And for our brothers and sisters that are still in their custody, they will regain their freedom this coming week as well. Once they did, right, they will then launch the proper legal battle against human rights abuses against them. You know, before they said they were taking them to court, you know what we did? Like what we did to Boko and their DSS and Malamu at the ICC, right? These 13 brothers and sisters of ours, right? The 13 of them, they've already sued Nigeria as you are watching this video. They have already sued DSS, right? DSS is going to also have to present their own eyewitnesses, those who went to attack and kill 2 people inside Sunday Igboho's house, and who gave them the authority, which court order gave them the authorization to attack a civilian who has committed no crime. So some of you who don't know how this is going to turn out, we will let them make more and more mistakes. And to everybody who has become victim, right? If you ended up having to see my video, just know this. All over the world, people know what is going on and what Nigeria is doing to you. They know that you have committed no crime. There is no criminal record or what have you that is ever going to be attached to your name. You should all be proud that you are the symbol of the struggle, the symbol that will make every Yoruba son and daughter anywhere they are in the whole world to know that no matter how hard and tough it becomes, right? Yorubas, we will never abandon ourselves. We will never abandon our own, except if you are doing it for yourself, greedily and selfishly, like you have them in Lagos, and you have all those political office holders in Yoruba land who are still keeping quiet, who are still keeping mute, who are still somehow they are presenting themselves as deaf, dumb, and blind. 4 days after the news of Oloye Sunday Igboho's arrest broke, they are still pretending not to know. No problem. Continue. But again, those who should rise, they have already, they've stood up already for us. And we are glad, we are proud, we are happy for the solidarity that this has brought upon us so far. It is a struggle continue. So when you talk about the collaboration and the collaboration of the Southerners, of different interest groups, who knows that you have one enemy, the Shiites, the Revolution Now, the NSAS young people, the IPOB, the Biafrans, the Middle Beltans, who have become the killing field for these murderous terrorists, who are now asking them to leave what they have done in Taraba. If you have it in pictures, you will know that, honestly speaking, asking for everybody to discuss if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not shouldn't have any objection from people, rational minds, to say. So Sunday Igboho is not a criminal. None of our brothers and sisters is a criminal. The people who are the real criminals are those who are criminal, who are using the power, the state power, criminally to pursue ethnic suppression, ethnic subjugation, ethnic overthrow, land grabbing, and so many things that they have denied us all the possibility of discussing the important things like development, like good roads, like electricity, things that change lives, education, proper education funding, and all that. Yet they think they will get away with it. Think again. Just like Barrister Aloy Ejimako told us that by the time this whole case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unravels, right, you will know that there will be trial within trial. Malamu is already a criminal. At the end of the day, the person you will see that will be hand him over as a trophy to the Yoruba people when this whole thing is all said and done. The first person we are going to hand over as a trophy to the Yoruba people in chain is going to be Malamu. They say he wants to be governor of Kebbi State in 2023. He is so powerful that yes, he's going to be the governor and nobody will change it, right? But from that governor to prison, he would have to ask Jacob Zuma. That will be the trophy, first trophy. Then Bokwari, whether or not in skeleton will go pack together and we'll chain it together, put handcuff in his two wrists, and then we'll take the picture. This is the criminal Bokwari. He's gone dead, but nevertheless, he is a dead criminal murderer. And that is something we have to tell our children. The story, the history that everybody should be ready to share with their children. And those who are also, who sort of, help them to do this to us, they will not go unpunished too, to start with. Now, we have had that. The killings continue. I picked something up earlier when we talk about those who have destroyed Nigeria and they are getting away with it. They said armed bandits. That was last night. Armed bandits. Loyal to Ali Kachala. I found a name. Ali Kachala. There is another one called, is it called Banawi or Zanawi? That is the one that is the governor of Borno State, the Boko Haram Caliphate. Matilda Oyeyemi, thank you so much for your thank you so much there for your super sticker, I would say. And the same thing goes to I see. There are so many comments that I can't really pick up, but I found this. Olatunji Babatunde, thank you so much as well for your super sticker. To make use of that, it is just beside that comment. If you are watching me on YouTube, okay, and it is not available for every location, so don't bother yourself if it's not really there, okay? But for those asking, how do you use the super chat or the super sticker, or how do you become a member of Maiyegun's Diary Politico, premium members? It is right there. You will see it at the side of your comment section. There is a $sign there like this. If you tap it, you will see super chat, super sticker, and on and on and on. They are there. However, I picked this up. Ali Kachala. So if there's anybody to be declared wanted, I just gave you a name now, but you will never find that name on the wanted top priority list. But you will only find the names like Maiyegun, Sunday Adeyemo, Nnamdi Kanu, Emeka, Ogbulafo. This, you know what I'm talking about? If those are the kind of names, when you have terrorists who have, their own allegiance to the Taliban, yeah, as they have told us, like it's a pandemic, it's a pandemic, it's a patantami. So these are the kind of people in charge of Nigeria. So those of you who are asking for revolution now, those of you who are asking for good governance, those of you asking for Oduduwa nation, those asking for Biafra Republic, they will put you at the top priority list. So that the countries like Benin Republic, like Kenya, like so many other countries that they have their connections at, they will be looking for you because your name is Adetunji Adeola Oyeyemi. This, you know what I'm talking about. But when your name is Ali Kachala or something Banawi, all those ones, they are just disgruntled brothers. When they are tired killing people, they will hand over their weapons. They will surrender. That means they have repented. They will be rehabilitated. They will be given money, them and their families, and they will be returned to the community. The same community they destroyed, the same community they ransacked, the same place they've kidnapped 2 children, the same place they've turned children to orphans, turned women to widow, turned men to widowers. That same community, they will walk into it as a repentant terrorist, Ali Kachala. Now, this is the story. Armed bandits, armed terrorists, loyal to Ali Kachala, as last night invaded Dan Sadao, killing 3 people, abducting 7, and setting ablaze a military armored vehicle. Some of the victims abducted include 3 from the family of a former senator, Senator Dan Sadao. Others include 1 Adiza, another Bakiru, and Awa. Yeah. Now, Zamfara is the place that terrorists shot down the government's Alpha jet. So, yesterday, the news broke that Nigeria has received 6 Tucano jets, Super Tucano jets. Let me tell you something I know about these 2 jets. Alpha jet, Super Tucano jet. Now, you see the Alpha jet is faster, stealthier, and it can fly higher higher altitude, about 1.5. I don't know what that means, but I read it somewhere. Okay, so right, you can look it up too. I read it somewhere. Now, you see the Alpha jet, that one is faster. It can fly higher. It can dodge more bullets than Tucano jet. Give me a sec. I have to share this with you before I proceed. I have Chuk. I don't know what that simply means, but CHK, thank you for your super chat. I have Ske Idris. Thank you for your super chat. Who else? I think that's pretty much us, right? In 2018, right, Boko dipped his hand inside the excess crude account. That excess crude account was created by Obasanjo. And what was the reason? This, every year, Nigeria will say, okay, how much do you think they will sell oil per barrel this year? They'll project. So then Nigeria will say, okay, if they are going to sell oil per barrel for $60, let us peg our budget, budget plan at $40 per barrel. Are you with me? So which means every barrel they sold, they will be saving $20 in excess crude accounts. So they will budget around that $40 per barrel. So that in case, if they project 60 and the barrel of oil crash to something around under 40 during the year, they will not be able to run into problem. So they can easily go to where they save some money when they were selling it for $60. You get what I mean now? That was the idea Obasanjo had then. Let's put some away so that we can, you know what I mean? We can easily adjust. We won't go into debt. While he was also busy negotiating for debt forgiveness for Nigeria. Now, excess crude account, when Obasanjo was living in 2007, according to them, Obasanjo left $22 billion inside that account. Okay? When Yaradua came, Yaradua spent the money and he left 14 billion for that 3 years. That one dip his hand there, come out, until it became 14 billion. And when he died, Goodluck Jonathan took over. So they handed over about 14 billion excess crude account to Jonathan. So when Jonathan was handing over to Boko, he handed over excess crude account of something around 7 billion. Now, Boko came in. When Boko came in, are you following me? It was Obasanjo that first saved, though. Nobody has ever saved inside that account since then. Now, when Boko came, part of their campaign, in fact, no, Jonathan left 7.5 billion in that account. Part of their campaign was that Jonathan looted excess crude account. But you know what happened? By the time Boko came in, between June 2015 and December 2015, Boko Haram's government added $350 million to that account, and they celebrated it. It was everywhere. Boko Haram has increased excess crude account. Now, so 419 they do. They will give you small change. you go celebrate, they will come dupe you. So, by the time they got to 2018, ask me, Maiyegun, how much was left inside that excess crude account? Don't stress, I can't hear you. By the time they get to the 2018, they only have $1.5 billion in that account. So in order for them to have some money to loot against the election, after ruining everything, I won't go into that, they just withdrew 1 billion from that account. They said it was to fight Boko Haram, insecurity, and terrorism. So they took $1 billion. They traveled. Meanwhile, it was also the time when, you see that time when Boko Haram spent about 110 days in London, and it became a vegetable that everybody is now trying to deal with today. Eh? So they needed an image, something to make him look like he's alive, he's not dead. So they needed somebody to boost that image. So they decided to go and deal with Donald Trump in America. So they withdrew 1 billion from excess crude accounts. From $7.85 billion in December, as of December 2015. By December 2018, now 1.5 billion remain. Oh. They cannot account for what they did with their money to this day, right? So they withdrew 1 billion and they traveled down to America. That was when they met with Trump. That was when they negotiated for Tucano, Super Tucano jets. Are you following? So when they got to America, Americans said, well, how many do you want? They said, how much is it? They gave them the price. And those who went, they said, you see, you said you want 10. These 10, including training and all of that, before we hand over the expertise and all of that to you, so that you can handle it yourselves, right? So all of that package to train all your people and everything, including the part for 1 year, is going to be $425 million. Remember, they took 1 billion, right? An election was just about 2 months away or 3 months away. So when they got to America, Donald Trump just collected the money and said, hey, bring them. And in order to be in the good book of Donald Trump, Boko Haram also signed. The person that is promising Nigerians that everybody should go back to farm, that they should start producing food, blah, 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 blah. Boko Haram went to America and he signed a deal with Donald Trump that America should start bringing in, what's it they call that thing again? GMO. Genetic something. I don't know. I don't like using all this big grammar. Genetically grown food. Are you with me? Some food that they call rubber. Nobody them be rubber anyway, but anyway, they shall have the right to bring them to Nigeria. He signed the deal and he was giving fertilizer to farmers in northern Nigeria free of charge. Yeah? When he's giving them fertilizer, Fulani bandit terrorists, they are attacking them on their farms, destroying the same farm. And Boko Haram went to America to sign for that GMO food. They said, genetic modified crop. God bless you. I shall know that they call them. Is that no? That's not GMO. Then that should be genetic modified crop. That's GMC. Thank you. I think that makes sense. Yeah. So 1 billion. Waiting can't happen. And when they declare, you know what they did, right? They now told Nigerians. They said the whole project, the whole thing, is going to cost Nigeria, where they paid cash or full cash. They paid 452 million. From what do you call it? 552 million from 425 million. Okay, fine. 550. Okay. What happened to the remaining $450 million? To this day, that money don't enter voicemail for the sake of national security. And as you are listening or watching this video today, I wouldn't mind if they can post and tell you what is the update on the excess crude accounts. As you are watching this video today, if you listen at 70 million, they say remain there. 70 million from $7.85 billion dollars. They used that money, according to them, to fight Boko Haram. Instead of the terrorism to reduce, it don't become nationwide. Now the 6 Tucano, Super Tucano jets they received yesterday. Now, this is where I'm actually taking you to. You should say, hey, thank God, Nigeria has received but they are not going to use the Super Tucano to fight the terrorists. The terrorists are so strong as you are watching this video today. They are so strong that they shot down a better fighter jet than the Super Tucano jet. They shot it down from the sky. And that is not a big news in Nigeria. They shot down and they continue to tell you the reason why IPOB is this, the reason why they are trying to stop the Shiite, the reason why they are trying to stop the IPOB, the reason why they are trying to stop the Yorubas from asking for self-determination is because they don't want them to turn to terrorists. But the terrorists up north that are killing people every day have the capacity to overrun the military base, burn down the armored personnel carriers, kidnap military officers, kill 13 policemen in Zamfara, shot down the fighter jet. These are not threats. You know what El-Rufai said? El-Rufai said the bandits, they are not asking to break up Nigeria. So their crime is not as big as that of the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking to break up Nigeria. Bandits are not asking. Therefore, you cannot compare their crime with the crime of Sunday Igboho. And that is something that people who are educated in Yoruba land want you to believe too. But we thank God. They say we talk too much, You know why? They can complain from now till the eternity. This is our own media. They have taken over all the media, lying to people. How can the people of Ogun State be hearing it from me, Maiyegun, who lives in Scotland, that their own people from Oja Odon, from Oja Odon in Ogun State, Yewa North local government areas, more than 52 communities in that area. People have left those communities. Yoruba people, they are now living in Pobe, in Benin Republic, if they have not killed the media in Nigeria. Do you know why they are also trying to kill the social media? That's the only way people who want to remain sane find a way to get information that can keep them at least informed, because nobody can tell them what is going on. Where they are telling some people that they should go and apologize for their sin is because they are sinners. That is why they are struggling. That's why bandits are killing them. That's why bandits are kidnapping their children. It's because they are sinners. Once they repent their sins, bandits will stop killing them in that same country. So information is so vital. And that is why the platforms like Maiyegun's Diary and many, many other bigger platforms who are doing their best to keep all of us informed, they remain the only hope we have. They have taken everything else away. And that is sad. The Empress, thanks for the education and enlightenment, Maiyegun. It will help open the eyes of some of us that are still blind about Nigeria's precarious situation. I am grateful. I am grateful to the Empress for your super chat and your super sticker. And to everyone, I'm sorry if I've missed yours. There's like hundreds of comments coming on every minute on this package, okay? On this program. So, they are not going to use the Tucano jet to fight the terrorists. They are not going to declare the kingpins of these terrorists in northern Nigeria wanted. Guess what? People are now asking them to at least declare the bandits as terrorists. They are begging Buhari to declare the bandit terrorists. So Yorubas have to say, Buhari, please help us declare them as terrorists. When Buhari has started declaring our brothers and sisters as terrorists for standing up against the Fulani invasion. That is the news. That is the story. And when they ask you, what is the offense of Sunday Igboho? He has no case. He has none. Because they can't really prove anything. And for those who are still in their custody, custody, they should know that they have paid a price that many, many of us, are so grateful for. Every one of us. And it is a no going back. The battle is, as it is political, so it is of legal, and at the same time, it is also physical. So whatever it's going to take, we will renegotiate Yoruba's involvement with Nigeria. We will negotiate it. It doesn't matter for those who are telling you that it's a waste of time. Don't worry. Let them buy the time. Let them buy it as long as they want. And as much as they continue to make the mistake, targeting us, calling us criminals, trying to criminalize us, the more they will be falling into the trap that will eventually swallow them. You see all those vuvuzelas? The Buhari Danes, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, and the Buhari Dijatus. All those Buhari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaris, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humbled slaves of this world. Or including those their aunties and uncles abroad, the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers. And all these ones, they pay 30,000, 10,000 naira to the social media bandits, the Facebook herdsmen, and on and on and on like that. We won't give up. We won't stop talking. Whether you continue to side with those who have forced you to become less of a human, while you should never have become one in the first place, whether you want it or not, right? The moment those who kept you in that chain, the moment they commit more blunder, more crimes, locally and internationally, the more we expose them, the more we neutralize them, the more we break the myth. And when we break the myth and people get to know better and they will do better, then we will overrun you. Don't worry. It's just a matter of time. I will take a quick break. And that break means that I will take calls after this for everyone who might want to add their own voice too. But before we do that, let me take a drink break. And I will be back in a moment. Revolution is the answer. Sue, sue, sue. If you want Biafra, sue, sue, sue. You want Yoruba nation, sue, sue, sue. What is the answer? Revolution is the answer. Sue, sue, sue. I have a caller, by the way. I'm not so good in singing. My first caller tonight. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I love that song and people were singing. They seem to be enjoying it too.
No problem. I'm even singing that song with you. I'm even singing it along with you.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Your name, sir?
My name is Olatunji Babatunde. This is my first time of getting you. I've been trying hard.
Hang on.
But I never did.
Hang on. Olatunji Babatunde.
Okay.
The same Olatunji Babatunde.
That's right. The same one that just, you know, one of your
super sticker on Maiyegun's there and never ever miss a show.
Regular one from Chicago. I'm calling you from Chicago.
Now you are live. I'm so happy to hear from you. Mm-hmm.
No, Maiyegun, I will mix it Yoruba and English. I will mix it so that
you are a regular. So
yeah,
you know what you're doing.
That is the temple of truth.
Exactly.
Our temple of truth.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, the first thing the song
yes, sir,
is about all these people. Sorry, I will pay.
Can you hear me? Oh no, it better not be. Can you hear me? I don't know if he's muted that. No.
Yeah, hello.
You can hear me? Great.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
All these people, I don't know. I don't know the reason why. Because it has not gotten to them. Bóyá torí ẹ̀ ni o àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà bí kọ̀ọ̀kan níbí ẹni mo sì bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni tó sọ fún mi pé ẹnu Yorùbá òkú mo ní ẹnu Yorùbá òkú bíi ti báwo kí ló míì bá ẹnu Yorùbá òkú ìgbà wo lẹ́nu Yorùbá fẹ́ kò ṣé ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké àwọn ọmọ 25 20 years 30 years tó kọ́kọ́ jáde fún ẹ̀ka tí wọ́n la ojú gbogbo wa kí àkọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹnu Yorùbá òkú ìgbà wo lẹ́nu Yorùbá fẹ́ kò kí ni contribution ti ẹ láti jọ tí wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ kí ni contribution ẹ kò lè sọ kankan kò sí contribution tí bá fẹ́ di Maiyegun tí bá download ẹ̀ Maiyegun tí bá download ẹ̀ tí bá fẹ́ di ẹ̀ sí ẹ̀rọ òṣèlú gbọ́ Maiyegun kankan wọ́n ní sọ́tọ̀ tí bá fẹ́ di Yorùbá ẹ̀ ní diaspora sí ẹ̀rọ òṣèlú gbọ́ kankan owó òṣèlú sáyẹn ní kíní kan mo fẹ́ di kíní Ìgbòho tí wọ́n sáyẹn mo fẹ́ di ẹ̀sìn mo fẹ́ sáyẹn lẹ́yìn tí mo ní sọ́tọ̀ ó jẹ́ sọ́kọ́ ní Yorùbá kò Yorùbá kò náà nǹkan tí máa fẹ́ bí ìgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ó ṣe jẹ́ pé àwọn tí wọ́n wá láti kọ́ Yorùbá place àwọn ló ń ṣe gbogbo kìíní wọ̀nyí sáná lẹ́nu Yorùbá kò àwọn tó wá láti bí Ọ̀yọ́ bí Ọ̀ṣun bí Oǹdó àwọn gangan ni ó ní ọmọ Bìní kan kó sọ fẹ́ nu Yorùbá kò ó ní ọmọ Badagry àbọ̀mọ Lagos kó lọ́nu Yorùbá kò bí ìmọ̀ the reason why àwọn èèyàn yẹn ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ I don't just get them.
Event recently to prove for everybody pé there are actually the Yorubas who are concerned and they will rise when the situation calls upon them. Mm-hmm.
You know what I used to say then? But look, don't worry. Yoruba Nation is a moving train.
Yes.
When you get to your bus stop, you will join.
That's right.
If you want to join, just stay. It's still coming back to your bus stop. But when you get to your bus stop, when you're ready, join. If you are not ready.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Stay.
Thank you so
much. If you are not again.
Oh, why do I keep having this problem with thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a good one. We are having problem with that line for some reason.
Thank you.
Yeah, it keeps going back and forth. Yes, but thank you so much for calling in tonight. You have a good one, okay? That's a good one. I have another caller. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun, my brother.
Yes, one name, my brother.
How are you?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. Felix. How are you?
I'm good, and you? It's Felix from South Africa, my brother.
Say that again. Sorry.
Felix from South Africa.
Felix from South Africa. Good one. Can you please go on now? Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, I'm the guy who told you that Lai Mohammed will not see 2023. Remember?
I remember. You want to repeat that tonight to remind us, yeah?
Yeah, he must put it on record. Listen, I want to congratulate all Oduas and Biafra because our freedom is at hand. You understand?
I do.
But I think like because your program, I heard someone telling you the other day that you must be careful being in. My brother, nobody will come after you. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you untouchable? Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
You see those nonsense happening in Nigeria. It don't happen that place. Just like South Africa is a civilized nation. Europe is a civilized country, not like that zoo country that we are illiterate run government that don't know even what it takes to be in power or to lure people or to be a leader. Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
And I believe tonight, as I'm talking to you, Asorok is also listening to this your program. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to know one thing. You see that song you just played before you start taking calls?
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, there are men on ground. We're just waiting for a command. My brother, I'm not telling you something that is
I know you don't have to give any much. I know. Mm-hmm.
Bruh, millions of guys are waiting, standby. Once they say give order, if they declare today, I'm telling you, Asorok is a small village to run down. There is nothing in Asorok. Do you know that Nigerian military, as I'm talking to you now, their manpower is very, very down.
They are only strong
they don't
on
have
the civilians and the citizens. Yeah. They're only strong on them.
I'm telling you the fact. These people we have outnumbered them. All their military manpower, they don't have the numbers to stand what is coming. I'm not saying it behind any palm. They must
Thank you so much. Let me.
We are ready to go anytime the order comes. So they must know what they are doing to our brothers. We are just watching. Nnamdi Kanu is going to court. We will see. Sunday Igboho is also going to get better. We will see what they are doing with them. Let these people one day say, let end Nigeria.
They can't win. They may be using all the power now.
My brother.
Right? But they will find out
They are
later.
finished. They don't have money anymore. You know, Nigerian government don't have money anymore. You know that.
They've looted everything, of course. Thank you so much.
Finished.
Let me take another one again as well to just manage the time tonight. Okay.
You're welcome, my
Thanks
brother.
so much. You have a good one. Yeah, Papa. I have another caller on the line. I don't know if it's connected. Hello there.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Finally.
I know. There's always the first time. Is this the first time you're calling in?
Yes, this is the first time I've always watched your program, but
thank you.
This is the first time I'm getting through.
That's grand.
I'm calling you from the US. Kenneth.
Thank you.
Kenneth calling from the US, yeah.
Kenneth from the US, please.
Yes. I want to digress a little.
Please.
But I want to use this opportunity to draw our attention to something.
Okay.
Do you remember how many military planes have crashed between last year and this year?
I don't have the numbers, but I think it's cause for concern.
So many of them. Yes. And if you go and check the people that were in those planes, more of them are Yorubas, some are Middle Beltons. Now, you remember the chief of army staff that died in that plane crash?
Yes.
When there was a video of some villagers that were there at the scene of the crash first, and one of them, and there was another person in the background one of them was explaining that two people actually jumped down with parachutes from that plane. But do you know that today there's no single news media in Nigeria that ever aired that news?
Crash. I understand.
Yes. Because if you listen to those two villagers, they couldn't have been lying, because you see he was even trying to describe what parachute was before he was able to say parachute. And he said he landed on the other side. Now, who were the people, the total passengers that were in that plane? A villager said two people got out of that plane. Who are those people? Till today, they have been able to cover it completely. And look at this last plane that crashed. Do you know what it takes to bring down a jet fighter?
I've been wondering, and I know AK-47 cannot bring down a fighter jet. No.
Which AK-47 is it even a helicopter? Can AK-47 bring even AR-15? Can AR-15 take down a helicopter?
I don't think so.
The plane was not. They didn't tell us that the plane was landing. It was not even flying low.
They confessed. No, they confessed. They said it was attacked. Yeah. It was brought down, and the guy quickly ejects himself from the plane before it finally crashed. But they brought it. They said it.
Yes. So what they could have used there is surface-to-air missile, right?
Yeah.
Anti-aircraft guns. Even anti-aircraft guns, I don't believe they use anti-aircraft guns there because anti-aircraft guns have range.
Of course.
It cannot take down a plane that is flying very high. So possibly they use surface-to-air missile there. And I'm telling you the truth, I believe Nigerian military took down that plane.
You see?
I don't believe it's bandit. I do not believe it's bandit. They are for me, they are trying to take out the people that are going to work against them when it comes to when they want to implement what they want to do. And the pilot of that plane was a Yoruba guy.
He was. And
this girl that they killed in the barracks, she was a Yoruba guy and she was one of the best pilots there.
That is right.
The pilot that piloted the chief of army staff was a Yoruba guy.
That's right.
So we need to start looking at these signs. These people know exactly what they are doing. We bandit trade down jet fighter.
There is not even bandit. What is all this? But using the bandit in sentence is understandable, but it's also in that same conversation we should always be very clear. There is no bandit. These are terrorists that have the power to bring down the fighter jet.
Yeah,
even Boko Haram, I don't think Boko Haram brought the fighter jet down.
For me, it is the terrorists, it is the military terrorists. The military pulled down. The military is the one that is taking down their planes. And unless they are able to prove me otherwise,
you know another thing that will make me agree with you to some extent there, Kenneth. Right? Imagine if that plane was brought down in Olu. By now, OD in Bayelsa,
what would have been happening?
And all those killings done then, there will be child's play.
Yes. So this thing for me is intentional.
This thing happened in Zamfara and Kaduna. This thing happened in Zamfara and Kaduna. They were celebrating that the pilot escaped. Nobody is talking about those who brought it down anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, he went for a mission in Zamfara, and I think the plane went down in Kaduna. Which means that he was already coming back from the mission. So who took it down in Kaduna? So who took it down in Kaduna? He went for a mission in Zamfara.
Escaped. That's it. Until they will tell us that he's finally killed. They will say that guy that escaped from
they will not allow him to talk now. We will not allow him to give any press conference.
They didn't. No. Well,
he will not to explain what actually transpired. So we need. He will not tell you what really transpired. Obviously,
he will never.
He's in the military. He's constrained by what they want him to see.
I know.
So we need to really start beaming torchlight in all these things because, for instance, for those two people that said 2 people parachuted out of that plane from chief of army, I didn't hear any news media reports. Not even bloggers.
No one investigating it. No.
Nobody. Even they just cover it up.
Kenneth, thank you so much.
A lot of things is happening, and I believe that thank God that the South is waking up. There is now a kind of synergy between the West and the East, and I hope the Middle Belt buys into it because the truth is that this is going to be a serious one.
It is.
Until we realize it, there's something cooking. There's something really happening.
Thanks so
and
much.
we need to really listen to it.
Thank you, Ken. Let me take another call again as well. Okay, you have a good one. It's been nice talking to you. Thank you. So I have another caller. I don't know if this is connected. Okay, it is. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I really enjoy your program.
Thank you.
And this is my first time of getting you. My name is Okwebi. I'm calling from US, Atlanta.
Fantastic, sir. And you are live now, Okwebi.
Yeah. Joe, I would like to give a little advice. Àwọn ìjọba wa yìí, they can do and undo. Firstly, to Oloye Igboho, these people can plant someone there as if the person was caught in Benin, and they plant him there. And again, they will use the person, whatever, to do harm against Sunday Igboho. Please note that anything can happen. Anything can happen.
If they cannot take him back to Nigeria, they will just do what they couldn't do to him in that house that night. They will do it there right there in their custody. That makes sense.
You. Yeah, thank you. They can do that. Yeah, they can do. Yeah, they can arrest somebody outside or violate or do this and do this. They will put him there. Then from there, anything can happen. Please,
that's a very vital information that some people will say, well, it's not this, but it's so vital. And I believe majority of our people are listening too. That's a good one.
That can happen. Yeah. So people who is against us, I mean us, our Yorubas.
Yes.
Please, let me tell them, educate them. When US wants to get its independence from UK, they fought war. That is why we have gone. Yeah. Morning, afternoon, night. The government of the US, citizens, go and harm yourself. That is what happened here. Yes, we lost but this we cannot get it easily. Educate someone. I really watch your program and I know you educate them. You bring in one or two things. You tell them how this thing happened here, how this thing happens here. They should know that freedom or liberty, it is not easy to get anywhere in the world. Freedom
is not free.
Go to South Sudan, go to Malaysia, go to Korea, anywhere in the world. Kiniyo is the US have to fight very hard to get it.
To get what you are so right. Thank you so much, sir, for that.
And this they don't have nothing. Education, the little education to create jobs, they don't have nothing. If anybody is talking, I will just sit down and say, okay, go to anywhere in the world. US, I can't even say one outside here. It's only Yoruba and Igbo. Go to their education sectors here. Even Obama said it, but the former president in Sorrow, Trump.
Yeah.
Obama said if a car driver in US, but nobody tries to, they send their children to school, which is Yoruba.
Yes.
And they make it to everywhere with a little money.
That's right.
But the Hausa, they just sit down, go to everywhere in abroad. Consulate the Hausas will be there. That is the only thing they know. That brought us on. They don't go to school. They don't have education. They don't have anything.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. People are listening to you because every information, everything you are saying, sir, right? I believe many people are listening and they're just nodding their head like, But thank you very much for calling in today. It's been a pleasure. Let me take another one, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So that's some very good security tip that Sir Okwebi gave to us there. I have another caller. I don't know if this is South Africa as well. Hello. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
This is Oluwashola calling from South Africa.
Oluwashola. I'm also called Olushola. Do you know that? That's why they call me Olushola.
I know that. I can tell you. I can tell you right now, we share the same birthday also.
You don't mean it? 30th of January.
Yes. No, sorry, mine is 28th.
Oh, like you
mine
came
20th of January.
So we share the same month.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Oluwashola. Now you're alive, bro.
Oluwashola. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my first time calling, but
and I won't forget. But yeah.
Yeah, I just have a little contribution.
Mm-hmm.
Concerning the Yoruba nation, I believe you are doing the best.
My job is to enlighten,
to educate
you
people,
know.
to educate people, to tell people about the whole struggle. That is the best job you're doing. Like me, you're the one who convinced me to know about this struggle. Then you always said, break it up.
That is the slogan then. Break it up to save lives.
Then after then, Igboho came.
That's right.
To let you know, more people are listening to you. And more people are believing in what you say.
Thank you.
I wish to talk more, but this is my first time. I'm kind of,
understand,
you know.
And you did so well.
But, you know,
enough that. I mean, I can't fault. I mean, I can't fault you. Okay, but thank you for calling me. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Kind words as well. Thanks for those kind words. Yeah. And you stay safe, okay?
Yeah,
and have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, man. I have another caller. This time, hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine. It's better I speak Yoruba because that's my language.
Yeah, go for it. Just help us mix it up if you can.
I'm a proud Yoruba man.
We are all proud Yorubas. Good one. Your name, please.
Yeah. My name is Frank from Portugal.
Frank. That's my first time of talking to you. That's some amazing
and you can call me
privilege for me. From Portugal. I've not had a caller.
Well.
I know I've not had a caller from Portugal.
Okay.
You are the first.
Okay.
So Frank, go ahead, please. Yes, sir.
Make a contribution.
Please.
Mo gbọ́ kíní kan pé àwọn kan fẹ́ ṣe ìdìbò lọ́la ní Èkó. Ṣé ó tún yẹ káwa ọmọ Yorùbá máa tún lọ dìbò? Ṣé ó yẹ? Mo dẹ̀ wo program kan lẹ́ni táwọn ìyá yẹn ń kọ̀mpléènì lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Tó ń kọ̀m̀plé pé bí ń pa àwọn ẹja 500 ó ti di 1,002 ẹja kìíní kan kí wọ́n wá gbà àwọn kan wá ṣe kíní kan. Wọ́n tún ní bò wà lọ́la àwọn kan tún lọ wọ́n tún sáré pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìdìbò tó ní 1,000 naira. Wọ́n lè wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ghana tí mínísítà àbí bóyá sínítọ̀ kan tó lọ gbé ráìsì fún wọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ju ráìsì yẹn padà sí pé
sínú mọ́tò
wọ́n ń ju padà sínú ẹ̀. Nǹkan tó yẹ ká máa ṣe fáwọn èèyàn wa lélẹ́yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká tún máa là wọ́n lóta àwọn ìyá tó ń tata tó àwọn gógó la ní ìdí gan jù tó ráwọn tó ti kàwé jù Nàìjíríà orí wọn ti yí orí wọn ti dàrú bíkọ́ wọn fẹ́ ká ìyá yẹn ń kọ́ńpléènì pé àwọn ọmọ àwọn náà fẹ́ ṣoríire bí àwọn ọmọ yìí inú kóróbótó tá à ń ta yìí náà láti ń tọ́ wọn lọ skul wọ́n ń jẹ ìyà.
Thank you so much, Frank.
Allah Ashiyan for our Yoruba nation. No going back. No going back.
No going back. God bless you, Frank.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks. Bye. So, to my friends who don't really speak Yoruba, sorry, can you please give me a second, right? I'm going to bring you on in a moment, sir. Please, hang on for me for a second. Now, to my friends who don't understand Yoruba, what Frank was saying there is that he was watching a video earlier where he saw, saw some women, aged women in Lagos, complaining about the poverty of having to struggle to feed. They are hungry. A fish of 500 naira is now 1,200 naira. They don't even have the money to buy it. And they were complaining that they want their children to be like all of you too. We struggle, we suffer to send them to schools. But when they come out of that, they've got no jobs. They can't even take care of us. And the whole economy is so hard. But Frank was disappointed that the same people complaining are actually going to prepare to go and vote in the local government election in Lagos State tomorrow. Not just Lagos State, they're also voting in Ogun State tomorrow, I believe. So I have a caller. Hello there.
Yeah, one them.
How are you today?
I'm fine. This is
Osita. So,
God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Osita, you are live. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yeah. Not to digress. I mean, the previous caller, I want to expatiate on something. You see, when we talk about these aged people that you're talking about, these market women clamoring to vote, what do we expect? What do we expect? Is it just those women, the youth, just like us, are doing the same? Even the rich that you think it's doing the same.
Those hoodlums that are stealing palliatives, changing the cover to their birthday souvenirs, so and they are supposed to be rich people.
And they are supposed to be rich people. Somebody who was trained abroad. She was trained abroad. She schooled in the United Kingdom. Let me tell you, the first thing you do, it's an individual concept from each family that we come from. You ask yourself that question: who am I? If you cannot, there's some educated morons, like you used to say, that educated, yes, and there's some people who just have certificates as paper. They don't have it as in character.
And they are dangerous, Osita. They are dangerous.
They are far dangerous. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is, first of all, we have to ask ourselves that question: who am I?
Who am I?
And what do you? So if you address that question, you should be able to come out of your slumber, that sleep that you are sleeping, that these people are just using you. That is one. Now, I remembered, I want to go back to your detailed analysis today. I remember when Buhari came to America.
Yeah.
I live in America here. When he came to America, the Tucano jet they are talking about, that jet was supposed to be delivered by 2023. That was what they told us. 2023 and not by 2021.
No, not 2021. No,
not 2021. They received that jet yesterday or today.
Yeah, just yesterday.
Yesterday. They received it. Are you not thinking? Is it not saying something to you? Are we not thinking?
But where they said they delivered half of it, they still have more to deliver. Maybe that's the one they will deliver by 2023. I'm just guessing, by the way, but I want to be thinking like you want me to think, please, Osita.
Are we not thinking? We are here busy talking. They are there preparing for what to come. Because like you said, or like the other caller said, he said that even America, they have to arm themselves.
Yes.
To be free from the United Kingdom. There is no way we are going to get this thing on a platter of gold, thinking it's all about, yes, negotiation has its own part.
That's right.
Which has to come from the civilian. But the other part too, because they will come after you, just the way they are coming after us right now, the South right now.
That's right.
They want to suppress us from even talking. They want to create fear within the borders of within the corridors of our border. That is what they want to bring to us. And believe me, nobody is asking you to take up arms against this thing, but you must be prepared.
You must.
To at least defend yourself. What are we doing? What are we thinking? And what do we want ourselves to be in the nearest future? They are busy. What they are trying to do now. Let me tell you. You know the reason they went for Sunday Igboho and they didn't go for Papa. The reason they didn't go for Papa was because they looked at him that we can't destroy. There's no need. The old generation will go away just like that. The age one will go like that. Let us focus on their youth. That is exactly what they are doing. They didn't go against all those old Afeni parents.
No.
There are some old men in Igbo land today. If you ask them to come out on TV, they will say their mind. They are not going to go after those ones.
They will say,
but they will rather
nobody will go after them. You're right.
Yeah, they would rather go after the young ones like Nnamdi Kanu and people of our own generation. Because if you go after those ones, they will not grow. But if you start going after these old ones, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any difference. No.
So it doesn't make any difference. So they go after the young ones. That is exactly because the only courage that the society will ever have, they said, youth are leaders of tomorrow. It is the youth. If they put fear in the minds of the youth, they will conquer.
That's right.
And that is exactly what they are trying to do. Exactly what they are trying to do.
God bless your wisdom.
We have to be prepared.
Thank you so much. I've got so many people who are blessings to Maiyegun's Diary Politico. I may talk and talk and talk, but many of you are good listeners. And when you phone in, you just add every point I've actually missed out. Thank you, Osita, for always. Okay. Let me take another call, sir. You have a good one. So, I have another caller. Hello.
Bobo. Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
How are you doing, sir? I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Your name, sir?
Yeah. This is Ahmed calling from the
Ahmed. You see, that's why you first came with a sound of a baby. I'm coming back. Give me a sec. I know. My friends are on YouTube, right? We have one person who has given me a thumb down. Thank you if you are that person who gave me that thumb down. I don't know if it's for me or your reaction to a video I played. However, to my friends, we were over 3,000 earlier. Now we are close to 3,000, right? You can do better than 1,000 there. Thumb up. Let's do it. Take it up from where it is. And if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, right, and you're watching me on YouTube, I would advise you should take a moment and subscribe. Set your notification. You will be glad you did. Ahmed, you are live. Thanks for that anyway, for giving me that part of your time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I just want to talk about this Oloye Sunday Igboho audio and stuff like that. It's all of us audio anyway. It's not for him alone. It's all of us.
It is all of
us. I know.
No doubt. Do you know how many people who have been like, Ahmed, do you know how many people who have been just going from one page to another? They want something they can hold on to and say, okay, yeah, I just received the news now. It's fine. When they finally hear that, it's fine. Then people said, yeah, I can go to school.
You see, when before, I think, is it a day before yesterday, when there's this program that used to come, this Baba Gbadebo or something.
Right.
When he came, he was so excited. He was because all this media, because most of them, by all means, they want to get, as in, they will just bring in, the headline. Your headline alone will tell me that you are fake. The way you just put your headline alone will tell me, you are fake. So all those nonsense, and we have people that they are fighting genuinely, like what they want this Yoruba nation to but being that by all means, they will be bringing up a different kind of story and just like disturbing people's minds. When Oloye Sunday Igboho, when I heard of, because I saw the news earlier around I think 8 o'clock or something, it was middle of the night there, down there in Nigeria. So you got some news saying, I just went, I was just checking, I confirmed it. I was like, okay, let's see. There is something to it, just like that. We already see Nnamdi Kanu's own happen.
Ahmed, when that news broke, you know what I feared most? A picture that's going to show him, right, in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, exactly. They're going to do this again. Just same thing they try to, because you see, there is no point in putting him as in Nnamdi Kanu in handcuffs, right? You have drugged him, you have tortured him, he's there with you, no other thing. But it's just to demoralize people. But you know what? That got more
all they want to
right?
do, all they want to do is just to show, like,
we have captured him. See the person they call their leader. We have captured him.
Intimidated people, you know? But they are all bunch of cowards. All bunch of cowards. Time will come, all of them will run all of them out of town.
Sure.
As you see, the Republic will never want to make the same mistake. Everybody is watching. That is the mistake Nigerian government is making. They don't know that. You see, that's why if you have an illiterate doing something, don't feel only power I can do an
untouchable.
Literacy was a long power in the old world. People are just seeing it. How you captured Tucano in Kenya? You people so stupid for you to just bring a helicopter and come pick someone
Sunday Igboho, exactly. Now, big country. Yeah, bring a helicopter from Abuja. Tell them it's from the presidency.
Certain times, this Buratai, when the 2015 NE, the guys that passed out, I was having a lot of juniors there, like in the military, secondary military. The guy, as in, was my own friend. He was talking with him because his brother said I should connect him. He got out, because I was having discussion with him. Mori Kolori kilo ṣẹlẹ̀ ní depot tọlọtọ sójà depot ló ń pe barracks, we call it Chindit Barrack depot Zaria where they train soldiers. So wọ́n kọ́ soldiers from Zaria to the village where the Shiite house.
The Shiite house, yeah.
Mo èmi àti wá sọ̀rọ̀ mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. As in, he was excited as a new soldier now. Want to shoot. Any guy, calm down.
So they took a new soldier. So you are referring to the story of the Shiites they murdered in Abuja then, yeah?
Yes, 2015.
2015.
Not in Abuja, soldiers. 2015. That Buhari said
exactly.
Of course, yes. I remembered I called you. I was talking to Moni. Well, calm down. Don't be too excited that you go shoot. You said you go this stage, you go begin pity yourself, say, Shai Luwai. Because right now there are some of your seniors starting NA that right now some of them are in jail. Why? Because they washing off in general, one starting general, washing off bulletproof ni general law Bello Shiba escape. The general was using them. The soldiers, most of the soldiers, I tell you, most of the soldiers, they are seeing everything that is happening, but they feel like but you see all these things that is going on, it will get to a stage. You see the Yoruba side that have their soldiers, the Igbos, the other people. By the time the revolution Ebamadi, those soldiers that they think they have, they will be the one to teach them that lesson.
God bless you, man.
I'm just looking at it. The time is coming. I have a lot of soldiers that the way they talk, that's why Okomi Ballet. By the time the whole world is seeing it,
thank you so much. Thank you very much for coming in again tonight, okay? Thanks, Baba. Let me take my last call. I'm sorry to those who have been trying to call. It can really be sometimes feel unfair, but again, you always have your time, okay? I have my last caller tonight. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you? Sorry, Indonesia. Your name?
Yeah, I'm fine. My name is Joseph, calling from Indonesia.
Joseph from Indonesia. Now, you are my last caller, Joseph, and this seems to be your first time, if I'm not mistaken, is it?
This is not my first time. I've called you like twice before.
That's my bad then. So I've not heard Indonesia for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't mentioned Indonesia.
Bless you,
man. I just mentioned Joseph.
I know. Great one then.
So what I want to contribute is that we to achieve what we want, I mean, for we to get referendum,
Hmm.
we need our leaders from our region to be speaking for. The reason why they are not speaking now is because they don't feel threatened.
Hmm.
When we start giving them pressure, when we start putting the heat on them, when we start letting them know that if you are not on our side, you are against us.
Exactly. If you are
When
not
we
for
start
us.
giving them that, yes, when we start giving them that kind of, because if you look all around the world, any country that have been able to get referendum, have been able to break out. Look at Somalia, look at Scotland and all that. Their leaders from that region have to be speaking for them.
Hmm. Thank
They
you.
have to be speaking
They
for
have
them.
to,
We have
because
leaders.
as you need the
Imagine
political.
our
Mhm.
minister.
Mhm.
Imagine our minister is even saying that 3% is okay for PIB. The reason that man said that is because he feels that after he said that, there's nothing coming to him. He doesn't feel threatened.
Hmm.
But when we start making them know that, look, if you are with them, if you are not on our side, you are not going to be safe in this country.
Hmm.
We
Let
haven't
them
even
know that there
we
will be
haven't even make
consequences
a
of
huge
them
protest
denying
to
us.
any of our leader house.
Hmm. Thank you
None
so
of the
much.
leaders. We have leaders. We have senators. We have honorables. We haven't even protest to any of them house.
Hmm. That's grand. Thank you so much, bro, for calling in, okay? And yeah, to everyone else who has also called in tonight. So I would say a very great thank you. So thanks, bro. You have a good evening, okay? So this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. To my friends who just joined or who are just joining, right? You can watch this video again. The update we have is in the first part of this video, the detailed part of it. And if you have the time, you can just stroll this back now and you can start watching again. To everyone else who has been with me on Facebook, on YouTube, and everywhere else, thank you so much for your time, for always as well. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. And until we get a new update on Oloye Sunday Igboho, whatever you read out there, no matter how much they try to glamorize it, no matter how much they try to colorize it, or no matter how much they try to make it look real, right? Be careful on what you believe in any way, okay? I was reading in the one of these posts online where some people are putting together junks, nonsense, accusing Olayomi Koiki of being a betrayer and the rest of that. There are many of these hungry twats, right? Attention seekers, people who have no idea of what is going on. But if they're going to get 1,000 comments, 1,000 like 3,000 shares and the rest of that, the momentary, attention they are seeking, right? Don't believe them. Okay, there are many of them that they have no idea the sacrifice of Koiki to the struggle of Oduduwa nation, Yoruba nation. He left his family, right? He returned to Nigeria to give a worldwide coverage to the activities of the Oduduwa nation campaigners. He called the attention of the rest of the world, many of us, because you know what? If Koiki was not so close to the activities of what they are doing in Nigeria when he was there, many of us will find it so difficult to convince many people who are today believers of Yoruba nation and those who are asking that the injustice that Yorubas have suffered in Nigeria can no longer be tolerated. They are now saying enough is enough. But if you look at all these hungry guys who tend to feel like people do things for money, always, right? They might want to say a lot about Koiki, ignore them. And I don't know if Koiki himself is going to be addressing them. I will advise him not to, okay? I have been there. I have seen people who are pretty much like they are as useless as anything. They can't do anything. They can't make anything happen. But guess what? They will try to ask you, why didn't you do it that way? Why don't you do it this way? But ask them to do something to impact. You get what I mean now? So in any way, we will be following the development, and everyone who is working with Oloye Sunday Igboho, protecting him, providing the legal aid, providing everything, counseling and all that, keeping him safe. We say thank you to you. As I've been told, in Benin Republic, Kotonu, the Yorubas, they are making Oloye Sunday Igboho feel at home. And feeling at home means they are reading this whole news. They are watching this video. They know what is going on. They are waiting for Nigeria to bring their evidence on Monday. You and me, we are waiting for the evidence too on Monday. Let's see what they are going to say. And the evidence of Sunday Igboho being part of those who probably shut down their plane when they leave those criminals, those terrorists, to continue to do what they are doing. You and me, every one of us, from Yoruba land to Biafra land, from there to the TV land, to every land across the south, across the Mediterranean, across the Middle Belt, and every one of us who also believe in freedom, liberty. Freedom, liberty. That's something that shouldn't be so golden enough that you can't afford it. It is free, but you have to fight for it. So everyone who believes in it should rally together, continue to believe in ourselves, hold our hands. I'll hold your hand, you hold my hand. You know what I mean now? When you go out there for a protest and you have to, you know what I mean? So hold your hands in solidarity, because with that is how we can end and halt this murderous, wagon of Boko Haram and his jihadist brothers. Listen, they might want to call you any name, but one thing they will not be able to call you is to call you a terrorist. Rejecting terrorism, standing up for self-defense, these are your own inalienable rights. Right. That is God-given. Trust me. Boko Haram will not be the one to interpret it for us. And together, we can make him understand that, okay? I am so proud to be a Yoruba man. You should be so proud to be a Biafran. You have people fighting for you. You have people who have become thorn in the flesh of Boko Haram, people who have given him a sleepless night. Malami doesn't go to bed without thinking of Kanu. And let me tell you something. He is so paranoid about him that he said, if the Biafrans are coming to support Kanu in court, they're not going to accept many of them to come in and dressed in as IPOB members. They cannot carry flag. They cannot carry the marked vehicle and the rest of that. And they are so intimidated. So as a Biafran, you may not like Kanu. You may not like the way he's preaching it. You may not accept all his way. But trust me, he understands these criminals in government. And he knows the language they understand. And that is why having him in their custody is like having a trophy, but they didn't know that they have actually carried something Yoruba called Egungun, or the dog bone, the bone, right? Tagged to the neck of a dog, right? As a Biafran, be proud that you have somebody speaking for you. Those you elected, those you pay, their family members taken care of, living free rents, free house, wearing free clothes, driving free cars, spending free money. In your name, they are not bold enough to even stand up and speak for you. So when they crucify Oloye Sunday Igboho, when they crucify Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't join them. You see, those who are asking you to crucify them, those who are asking you to help them, kill your brothers, right? They are praising the terrorists who are kidnapping school children, raping women, destroying farms. You know what I'm talking about? These are the people who are harboring and keeping them, right? They are asking you to kill your brother. Do you really think the person who asks you to kill your brother, do you really think is going to trust you for any reason? If you can kill your brother, do you really think it's going to trust you? That's what you should have in the mind. And that's where I'm going to draw the curtains tonight. I'm going to see you again when I see you. Elena and every one of you who dropped that. Let me read your super chat. It's a big one. Bros and sis, just a reminder that we didn't come this far to beg for regional system. We can't continue living with people that don't respect and kill us. We must maintain to break away from these evil Fulanis and their cohort. That's a very good one, bold one indeed. Thank you so much to every one of you from far and near. Remember, before you leave that video on YouTube, give that thumb up under there. It won't cost you anything. It takes a sec to do that, but you have to leave the chat room to do that. I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe and good night to everybody.
súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe.